this is Matt Emerson. We are the co-founders of WBNL Coaching. We're super excited. We've known Joseph from way back in the day, and we're super excited to be partners with you in your overall, training program to get up to speed on everything you need to do to be successful in this real estate business, right? So the course that we've designed and that we really kind of customized for Realty One Group, the New Jersey companies, Legend, and all the franchises, has been awesome. Just give you a quick backstory, it's been sort of the culmination of, I've been licensed and in the real estate business for 30 years this year, okay? So 30 years in Nevada. I also went and got a license a couple years ago. As a matter of fact, I'm in the middle of renewing my Florida license. So I have experience there as well. And we built this program based on our experience over the years. Matt and I have been in majority of positions in company in management, training, being brokers. Matt has been operations, and we brought all that into this particular training program, and then we customized it for you guys a little bit to make it work. But then really where the magic came in is Miss Ludi right here. Because the only way we knew from day one, there are a lot of programs out there and you can buy this online training, but what makes training work, guys, is the way that I think we've got it going here, where you're going to use the Sales Builder recordings and the training that we have for you kind of on your own time as well and back up. But the key to success for this program is to show up to the classes, right? Now can you tell real quickly, tell me if you're going to be doing both? Are you going to do remote like you have, or are you trying to get everybody to come in? Are you going to do it like you're going to manage it where people come live and they can also be on Zoom? Let's talk about that for a minute.
So the idea of it, can you mute it so I can just put it complete down for volume? The idea behind it is that we encourage everyone to come in person on Tuesdays, but we also understand that some agents don't have the time or have other jobs that they can't really make it in person. So we are encouraging everyone to come in person, because from past experience, and me and you and Matt, we discussed this so many times, in person, we see tremendous amount of success when people come actually in person. So we are going to offer the Zoom meeting for those that can't. We also record it, and Sharice always sends it like the same day after the class is over. And then I do a follow-up on Saturdays.
Perfect.
We're planning on doing a lot more hands-on. We're planning on doing a lot more activities, that shadowing for showings, shadowing for open houses, which we always encourage agents to go for it and request it. But I think I'm going to push way more for it this time. I'm going to make it as part of the training that you have to shadow for showing appointments. You have to shadow for listing appointments. You have to shadow for open houses. So it's not going to be an option that you should do it. It's going to be switching to you have to do it.
Good.
So yeah.
I love it. Okay. And so that right there, folks, is going to be the key to success. You're not going to learn, as much as I love the training that we have put together, and I will stand by it in any market, because it's the core training and the fundamentals of what you need to do. And it's my approach to coaching and everything is systems. Run your business like a true business. You are all entrepreneurs, but the first, 90 to 120 days that you're on board here, this is where you take advantage of what Ludi just talked about and what we've all worked together to get this training going, that you have got to learn. You're going to learn as you get out there and do it. And then you're going to use the modules that we have, like when you're home and you're like, I'm a little bit lost on how to do open houses. Well, there's a whole module on open houses, for example, and you can get the details sort of when it fits in for you. Okay. To get, we have so much content in there for you. There's so many checklists and so on. But the real way to learn this business is to jump in both feet. And honestly, Realty One Group, because of this program and what Ludi and the team have done there, you have the best possible way to get it. Can you guys mute real quick? There's just a lot in marketing. It's just feedback because thank you so much.
There we go.
Thank you. And that is the way it's going to learn. And I mean, this is the way you're going to learn. You really need that help because if you're new to the business, it's overwhelming. I know. Okay. I'm a longtime veteran and I went to Florida and I was overwhelmed. Okay. And I was like, I had to go back and do my own training and my own stuff because I didn't know how to write. The contracts are different. The rules are different. It was almost, I was a bigger liability. Okay. Because I was trying to do things the Nevada way. So now I go back to being a brand new agent and it's scary and you're worried that you're going to make mistakes. Well, here's the deal. You have a support here. You have this amazing team that's going to help you. Now I'm excited because we're going to come in 3 times. We're going to come in on your launch, which is Tuesday, right? We're going to come there and support you midway through. And then we'll be there to kind of check in with you and just be an additional sort of maybe to ask any questions or to help you when you're in the training, because we're partners in this all the way through. Okay. And I'm just excited about it because the results you got last time were awesome compared to where we first started. Right. And we worked through the kinks. So, hey, session 4, you guys have the version that we've had to go through to figure out what works best. But let me tell you what the key to success is. It's you have to show up. You have to show up with the right mindset and you got to jump in. Look, the market shifted, right? If we were talking a year ago, we would be talking all about, we got to get listings and things are selling in 2 minutes and buyers are frustrated. Is the market a little bit different in New Jersey right now? Like, is it like everywhere else where you got more inventory now?
We have more inventory and houses are not getting sold like that.
Exactly. Now, so guess what? In the training, we're talking about any kind of market, but when you guys come to these sessions, Ludi and the team are going to be able to sit and talk to you guys about, it's so important now when you go on a listing, you have got to talk to people about pricing right. Last year, we would just go, woo, listing, put it on the market, it's sold in 10 minutes. Not now. Everybody's frustrated right now. I'm coaching people on how to price it right. Well, that's all in the training. How do you price it right? How do you overcome objections? You happen to take sellers right now through a whole, but my friend sold their house for 20,000 over. That was last year. This is now, right? The one thing about real estate, it's always changing. And that is what is critical for you to jump in and not worry. You've got us as a whole team. You got hands-on right there. Boots on ground is the way you guys are going to learn this. And if you take that attitude and show up, I promise you through this program, here's 1 or 2 things are going to happen. This is what we always talk about. You're either going to go, I don't like real estate, I'm out, which is okay. All right. I'm being real serious. Or you're going to learn this is what it takes to be successful. Be your own boss. You're going to work harder than you did in any other job. Just get clear about that, everybody. But it's so rewarding. It can be so rewarding because you're helping people, you're making good money. You are controlling your schedule, but you have to do so much in the beginning. If you have the attitude that I can kind of show up sometimes and then then you're going to have those results. All right. But if you go all in, you work this program, you're going to be like one of the ones that goes, wow, this is awesome. And you've made it. And then you can decide, not everybody needs to make a couple $100,000. You might say, I just want to close 2 deals a month and I'll be happy, or even 1 deal a month. That's all part of the program too. You figure out what your goals are, and then the program will work around helping you, support you. By the end of it, you'll know, what do I have to do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to build my pipeline and close deals? And then you'll learn everything in between. The only way you're going to learn all that other stuff in between is to actually have a buyer and or a seller, and that's how you learn best, right? Right, Ludi? That we can teach you in class and all that, but it just 10% stays in here. That's why I want you to get out in the field, doing open houses, shadowing, learning, getting rid of the fears of talking to people, practicing in class role play, and then you'll feel way better when the time comes to really write a contract. This is why sometimes we'll go through contracts, but when you're really going to learn to write a contract? Not today if I showed you, but when you're sitting in front of a buyer. Doesn't mean you shouldn't go read the contract, take a class on contracts, but when you have to sit and write a contract, you're going to be like, I better know this contract, right? That's when the important part is. Okay, so that's my little 2 cents. Matt, anything to add?
No, just that now more than ever, real estate is local, to Jan's point of how the market has changed and how you have to be on top of that. I am sitting here telling you today, we've worked with Ludi for a long time now. She has got it going on. She's got it. She knows what's going on in the marketplace. She's is boots on the ground. She's going to be there for you, and she's going to help you thrive. And then the program in general is all about building the foundation that not only will you learn how to do what you need to do to get your business up and running, but how you're going to have the tools and systems to use in your business for the entirety of your business, right? It's all about that, and it's all about looking long term about what you want to do in real estate. Is real estate your career? Hopefully it is, right? Maybe, like Jan said, maybe it won't be. But if it is, you're going to have all the tools that set you up for success all the way through. So we're excited. I mean, we've been working with New Jersey, about a year, a little over a year? No, about a year and a half now, right?
Yeah.
And it's been so fantastic to watch the growth, of all of us actually figuring it out and making it right. And session 4, the success that's going to come out of this group is going to be amazing.
Session 4, rock stars. You guys that are on this call, thanks for taking the time to do it. And if you have any questions, now's the time. Don't be afraid. I won't bite your head off. I promise. I love helping people grow in this business, and the best success, the thing that makes my day is knowing that agents are coming into the business and they're leveraging all the things we have to offer, and they're having fun, and they're enjoying their career, right? And that is the reality. The pandemic taught us one thing here for sure. And man, there's so many, I don't know about you, but I'm back working real estate full time, doing some coaching and working with my team here. And I'm back in Nevada, by the way, guys. I moved from Florida. I'm back in Vegas, if you didn't know. I still keep my license there and have some business in Florida, but I'm having more fun working with my team now. But I am running into so many buyers and folks that are all remote workers, right? Everyone has moved to this. We have a lot of people moving to our state. Maybe you are too, that can move to your area because they can work, they can choose where they want to live now, and because they're remote. That's what this business is. This business is your business, and it allows you to control it, and you're in charge of it. But it takes a lot of work. Running a business requires your commitment to it. And that is probably over the years the toughest part that we all as coaches and trainers see, is that the expectation people have to get in the business is, wow, I didn't know it was going to be so hard, or I had to work this much, and I had to really get past my fears and overcome that. But that is the reality. Okay. And if you're willing to do that, we're going to take you on the ride, and you have support doing it. Okay. That's the difference. You're not on your own. So dive in, and with both feet, your hands and everything, and go for it and get through this, and you will have everything that you need to be successful in this business. Okay.
Absolutely.
Rosa, go ahead.
You guys, you built a great program, and then we took it, and then we always, after every session, we meet and we try to see what we can do to make it better and better. And then we take our feedback from previous sessions and we try to add more to it, or switch it up a little bit, because again, the market keeps changing. So we have to change the program based on the market.
That's right.
But I'm going to emphasize again, if you don't do the work, you're not going to see results. Based on the last 3 sessions that we had, especially the last one, because the last one we actually upgraded a lot of the materials. We did a lot more hands-on than we did initially for session 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 was mostly everything was virtual. So we didn't do a lot of meetings in person. The people that showed up to class and actually did the work, they did amazing. I had agents that just got their license in March, and they have 1, 2, 3 closings under their belt already.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic.
So they're new agents, but they were dedicated. They did the work. They had questions, and I was always available to anyone that had a question. They attended the meetings. They didn't know how to do something, so we had to switch one of the classes on how to do CRMs. We dedicated a whole class just for CMAs. So we always switch it up based on what the agents need extra help with. And we always add more as we go, and we add more activities, especially for Saturdays, because Saturdays is when I do the follow-up with everyone. But again, like Jen always says, if you're not dedicated and actually doing the work 100%, you're not going to see results. And then when you don't see results, if you had your license for 6 months, 8 months, and you don't even have a buyer yet, you're going to start getting discouraged. And that's when you're going to start backing away from real estate.
Right.
But I promise, if you do the work, you will see results. If you actually attended the sessions and you did everything that we asked you to do, you will see results.
And the program was designed with the experience that we have of when you're new, to not overwhelm you, but you've got to start learning the tools. You got to learn how to do the MLS, and that's where you're going to get all that help right now on the ground. But you generally start working with buyers. Open houses are powerful. People are out looking, and this is where you go. Now, if you're listening and you know that you have somebody in your database, your sphere of influence that needs to sell a property, no worries. We'll get to that in the training, but the team's going to be ready to help you, right? And jump in and go work with you on that. But generally speaking, the flow of this is the natural flow so that you're not feeling overwhelmed. And every week you're building on skills and you're learning a little bit more, and you got to do the activities that are in there so that you are actually, so there may be things like set up all your online profiles. That's important because down the road, you're going to want to have closings and people give you a review. So you need to do Zillow and all these other things. So it's all in there for you, but don't look at the online training and go, oh my gosh, there's like so much to do. This is why you start with week 1. Okay. And then we go to week 2, and they've even built in, because we've learned to take a break, right? We take a little break because that way you can get caught up on the things that maybe you haven't done in the previous week's training, right? Or you have time to go in and look at the training online and go, how do I do that again? So anyway, I think we'll always be improving. We'll always be improving, to your point, and the market shifts. And so you'll be customizing the training based on what's happening in the market this session. Okay.
Right.
Anybody have any questions?
To add on to this, when we talk about in-person, people that actually come to do the class in person, after class is over, your Zoom is done. That's it. You disconnect and you're back to doing whatever you're doing. But when you come to in person, we actually stay after class and we talk and we discuss more. Good. And then they have more questions. Oh, how can I do that? How can I add more to that? You're in person with that agent, you can help them a lot more. That's why I always encourage everyone to come in person.
Yeah. And then when you're helping someone with a question, everyone's learning from that because they're going to run into it if they haven't already. So everything is a learning opportunity, and sharing successes and what worked. That's the power of doing it in a group and doing it together. You learn from each other. I love that.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys are going to do great, but I'm here for any questions. If we have a few more minutes here, if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate. You certainly can ask the coaches. We're here for you.
Questions here? No? Okay.
Amazing team. ROG New Jersey team, ROG Legend team. You guys are rock. Holy mackerel.
I think Yosef unmuted himself. Yosef, is that you under iPhone? Can you hear us, Yosef?
If you are here, Yosef, I'm very excited about the growth.
Yeah, and no kidding.
I can't believe, if Yosef is here, I can't believe he's already not jumped in now. Come on. I got to say hi to you if you're here.
I'm going to send him a quick text.
But I am, Yosef, you hear this recording later, if you're here, I'm really, Matt and I are like, woohoo, man, look what you're doing up in New Jersey. This is awesome.
No kidding. That is the truth.
It's good stuff. You're in the right place, folks. You're in the best possible place for you to have amazing success in real estate in your area. I love it.
And then we have Jen and Matt always backing us up, and they always answer any question. So if you ask me a question and I need to figure out more about it, this is one thing that I always make sure to repeat it in class. We're always learning from each other. If I don't know an answer, I have to make sure to get the correct answer, either from my team in the office, or I go back and bother Jen with my questions.
Absolutely. No worries. We're here for you. And we always, we're your part of your training program. We really are. The boots on the ground is where it's going to be, but you're going to get to know me. And Matt is in a lot of these as well. You're going to get to know us from the training videos, and then we'll see you live when we'll see you via Zoom when we come into the sessions. When you start, we'll kick off on Tuesday. We'll be there.
Absolutely. Okay? Can't wait, guys.
All right. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you again. Whether you're in the classroom and they just let me look at everybody's faces, which will be cool, or we'll see you on Zoom, and we'll see you on Tuesday for the launch.